And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Katie York set to get this one started. And here we go from Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Justin Jefferson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's going to have this one down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Jones. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Jones. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Addison going to motion over left. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That one gains 7. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. The motion a tight end left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second down carry for Jones. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Jones does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pick it up, headed the other way. The 40. Into the red zone. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Bears parlay the turnover into a lead. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. He got enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Runs to Hawkinson outright. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field. Yeah,
this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. From the red zone on first. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. Catch made. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Jones gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. That's complete. Komet. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Williams on 1st down. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
To throw, Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now is York to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. This is all the way to the 13-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Jones again on 2nd down. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Jones hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A gain of 26 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On play action, Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Bears. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Williams set to pass. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
He gets it again, and he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears grow the lead to 7. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. On now is York to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Jones gets it. They'll cobble together a yard there. Jamar Turner ending that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. McCarthy looking to throw. He's going deep this time. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This gets the 1st and more. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running right, this is Jones. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's McCarthy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
First down, Williams to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. The Tennessee rookie picks it off.
They'll take over first and
10. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. McCarthy to throw it. Has a big strike to Addison. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Now a give up the middle to Jones. It's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Looking to throw, McCarthy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ruben Hippo like the second with the pick. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders or offensive guys are bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set to go now from the 35. Williams to throw on first. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Back to throw it. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Luther Burden now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Bears. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And gain 11 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Got for big yards on the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. This is Walker. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
You're good on the point after. And the Bears lead by 15 now. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's trying to push the field. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jalen Johnson with the pick. Space on the right, and he's got room. And it's a house call. Pick 6, touchdown Chicago. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. He's trying to go deep again. The downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Back to the air, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again now, McCarthy. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To throw, Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him 25 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Here's Williams. The left side finds Burden. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Robinson. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Bears with possession. Man, a big enough lead. They can probably coast the rest of the way. Second and goal from the 9 here. Here's another for him. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears continue piling on to this lead. Now is York to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. That's cut and stride by Addison. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Again, McCarthy to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Another one to Addison. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another throw here for McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He's got this at the 27. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and now it's 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Madison going in motion right. 2nd and 10, McCarthy. That's complete. Here's Jones. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's going to be 4th and short.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
19, Tiger, 19.
McCarthy to throw for it. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Working quickly here.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy.